Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela Webdev. In this video, we will learn about the script programming or the shell scripting in the Linux. So what is this shell scripting? So let's try to understand about this one. So shell scripting in Linux Ubuntu, scripting program refers to the process of creating and executing a sequence of commands within a file. So like ls command, these all commands if you are executing in a batch means then you will be using a script programming. So these files known as scripts and are interpreted by a shell, example the bash shell. So right now we are using the bash to automate tasks, manage system configuration or perform the repetitive actions. So how you will be writing the script programming? So I will try to show you. So normally the most common type of scripting in Ubuntu involves shell scripts written in bash. Bash is the default shell in the Ubuntu, providing a powerful environment for the scripting. So as we have already learned in the first time about the bash shell. Shell scripts can contain commands for file manipulation, text processing, user input handling and system administration. And these are versatile and often used for automating routine tasks, customizing system behavior and also building small utilities. So that is thing. So normally if you want to create a shell script means how you will be creating, normally we will use a text editor like nano, vim or anything to create a file. And it will be something like with .sh extension. So all the time you will be able to see .sh extension, right? So like that. So first what I will try to do is I will create a new file that is nothing but nano hello world.sh file. So this is the shell scripting code. So now here when you if you don't mention it is also it's okay fine, best for understanding so that you can understand when seeing the file it is a shell scripting program. So first you need to use the hash bang. Okay, this is called as an hash bang and you need to tell where this one interpreter is located. So this one is bash programming, right? So we need to mention this bash. The first line of the script should be a we say it as hashbang or some in Linux environment they will tell it as an shebang. So that is the thing. So like shajam or something like shebang we will be using to say. Followed by the path to the bash interpreter. This indicates that the script should be executed using this bash. Now I will write something like echo hello world. So this is the code which I will be writing. And if you want to write echo hello world and you can also mention the path variables like $user. So these are the environment variables, right? So now you can also mention echo current date is $of date. You can also mention it like this. That's it. So now, so this is the code I have written and let's try to save it and exit. So now we have written it. So in order to execute this one, so how we need to execute this one is, so we need to write bash hello world.sh. That's it. So now you will be able to see the output has been came. So now for example, let's say that when you are in the outside, so let's say that I am in the home or something like this. So now I want to execute means, so you will be writing hello world.sh. Okay. So whenever you try to write hello world.sh, it will be telling that no file or something like that it is saying. So then for that reason what you need to do it is, so you need to go into the bash test user / hello world.sh file. Now you will be able to exit. So that means, so you need to go to the exact path this one. So normally when you try to do the ls and all those things, okay, so these are also script programming. So if you try to see this script program which ls, if you try to write which ls, so this is located in user / bin / ls. So if you go to the cd / user / bin, so ls-l, you will be able to see so lot of commands here. So these are all the commands which we will be using. So these are all nothing but a script programming only. And in this one, some of the programs we have, some of the things we have used it. Who am I? Who? So which we have used it, and like this we are able to see it. So somewhere you will be able to see the ls also. So like this, so you will be having so many script. These are all shell scripting only, but without using the exact path. So that means what I want to tell you is, but without using the exact path. So here if I try to go to, by going to like this, so we are not using something like bins user / bin / ls. We are not doing it like this, right? So we are not doing it like this. So directly we are doing it like this. So how come we are able to get the output for this one? So because of the path variable. So if you try to see the env of this one, here you will be able to see a path called as a path. So now what is this path? So if you try to do echo $path, so here whatever the thing, so first it will try to see whenever you are trying to execute a script programming, so like ls, it will try to check that whether it is present in the user slash local slash sbin slash ls user slash local slash bin sbin user slash bin. So like this it will be checking each one. So if it able to find any of the directory means, then the code will be executed. So that means our hello world logic is present in somewhere in the home directory. So in the home directory, so we need to make it available in the path. Generally all the script files and all those things, so where we will be placing it is in the bin directory. So that means, so here this is our file, right? So here you are having hello world.sh, right? So we will create something like mkdir bin directory, and I will move hello world.sh into the bin directory. That's it. So now we have placed it in the bin directory. So now when you place into the bin directory, normally you will be having some code in the dot profile. So I will try to show you the dot profile. Okay. So here you will be able to have one logic in such a way that if in the home directory, $home means it's a home directory. If there is a bin folder available, automatically the path will be added into the home directory. See, home/bin : path, it will be added automatically. So that means if you have added this one, so you have created the bin directory. So now if you try to check this one, so that means if you try to check the $path, now the path is not available. So that means, so our present working directory or otherwise echo $home is, so home/test_user/bin should be automatically available in the path, but it is not available. So how it can be able to available is, so then you need to run the profile again, or otherwise when you close it and open the terminal also it will work. So now if I try to make it, and if you see the, sorry, not home, path, right? So now you will be able to see that home/test_user/bin is available. Now wherever you are, so now for example let's say that the cd/ I went into the home directory. So here the hello world is not available. So now if I try to do hello world.sh, automatically, so this one you will be having permission is denied, so we are not able to execute it. Okay, so let's try to go into this one, and I will go into the bin directory. So ls-l, if you try to check ls-l, so that doesn't have an execute permission. In order to make this shell script to work, we need to have an execute permission. So then what we need to do, so chmod, I will add all the permissions, x permissions, to the hello world.sh file. That's it. So now I will go to the main root path, and I will try to execute this hello world.sh file. That's it. Now you will be able to execute this one. Same like ls. So we are able to execute the script code also. If you don't want means, you can also omit this script .sh in the file name. So you can able to see directly hello world. So this is how we will be executing the bash programming. So now for example, let's say that if you let's say that so let's go to here, and here in our mkdir scripts, I will try to add a scripts here. So let's go to the scripts. So now not only the bash programming, we can also execute the Python programming, Perl programming, any interpreter if you are having, you can execute it. So for that one, so let's try to see whether the Python is installed in my system or not. Automatically in Ubuntu, the Python 3 will be executed, and it is available in the user/bin. And if you try to check the Perl 3 also, so you will be able to see, Perl also, you will be able to see that Perl is available in the user/bin. So now I will try to write it in the scripts. So nano py hi, I will create a new file, and this one I will try to execute in using the Python 3. So at the top in the shebang, we need to mention Python 3 like this, and here you can write print hello world from Python. Okay, so that's it. So now here the simple thing I have mentioned it, and I will execute and I will save it. That's it. So now if you want to execute means, so here I can write Python what is it, py hi, right? So now Python 3, sorry, so we need to add Python 3 py hi. So now we are able to see execute the output that too from the Python. So in the same scenario, if you want to execute the Perl command also, so Perl hi, if I try to mention it, and here we need to mention the shebang, so bin slash Perl, and here the print command will be little bit different like this, hello world from Perl. So here like this we will be executing, and control S, control X, sorry, control S and control X will do, and here Perl hi, if I try to do, so we are able to see that output also. So now whenever I am in the outside, so now if I try to execute py hi means I am not able to execute. Why? Because so the path is not available. This time the path, this time the files I have created is in the scripts. So for this one what you need to do it is, so where you need to do it is, so you need to execute the, so let's go to the home path and let's go to the .bash rc file. So this is not present in the .bin directory, or otherwise if it is present in the bin directory means automatically the path will be added by the profile code. So here you can write something like $path is equal to, and here you need to write $home slash scripts colon $path. That's it. So this is the code which you will be writing, and X, and you need to execute the .bash rc file, and you will be able to see somewhere, sorry, .bash local, so what it is saying, so we have scripts code bash home, no such file or directory. So let's wait. So we have made it one wrong. I will try to show you. So nano.bash rc, so let's go into this one. So we should not use the $path here, so that is my mistake. We need to use the path is equal to, that's it. So now control X, now let's try to run it. So now if you try to see the echo $path, so now you will be able to see home slash test user slash scripts also. Now wherever you are, so if you try to execute something like Perl hi, so now you are having permission denied. Okay, let's go to the home and let's go to the scripts, and here what I need to do is chmod plus X permissions I am giving to the Perl hi, and in the same thing I will try to give the py hi. Yeah, so let's go to the somewhere else. So here the file is not present, so if I try to execute the Perl hi, so you are able to execute the file, and py hi if I try to do, you are execute the file hello world.sh file, then also it is able to write. This is the usage of the path variable. So this is the main thing which I want to explain it to you. So the hash shebang also you are able to understand. So that is the main thing which you will be mentioning the interpreter. So followed by that one hash and bang operator will be using. So it will tell you which how the script file should be executed with which interpreter. And also now I explained you about the path also, how we need to add the path environment variable in this one, so that we can execute it from anywhere we can execute it. So hope you understood about this scripting thing. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.